The figure in the window. This story happened to me when I was just 13 years old. It was the middle of summer and the heat was unbearable. I used to sleep almost every night with my dog, but after this incident, he stopped sleeping next to me forever and moved to a corner of the house. On that dreadful night, I woke up around 4 in the morning due to my dog's desperate and heartbreaking cries. He was frantic to get out of the room, clawing at the door in his desperation. At that moment, I simply thought he needed to go out to pee or something, so I opened the door and closed it again. When I returned to my bed to go back to sleep, the atmosphere changed dramatically in the blink of an eye. From the sweltering summer heat, it turned into a breeze as chilly as winter. I could even see my breath in the air with every exhale. From my window, I also noticed more light than usual coming in. I could swear there was some spotlight pointing into my room from the outside. I live in the countryside, so usually there's nothing but darkness, absolute and total darkness, and silence outside. Out of curiosity, I pulled the curtain to see what might be out there. I found nothing but the alfalfa plantations my parents used to feed the cattle. But the moon was brighter than ever. I could clearly see every detail of the nocturnal landscape. Since my room was on the second floor, I could see part of my house's roof and a balcony from the rooms adjacent to mine. Suddenly, without me noticing before, I saw a person around the age of 20. A woman, evidently very young, standing and gazing at the sky. Her hair was dark, so black that the contrast with her face made her look overly pale. She wore a white dress, very old, and above all, tremendously dirty, covered in mud. Seeing that girl, I was paralyzed. She just kept staring at the sky, not making even the slightest noise, until I felt that she noticed my presence and that I was watching her from my room. At that moment, I remembered a phrase from my grandmother, who warned that a spirit should never be looked directly in the eyes. Horrible things could happen. The woman turned her head carefully, and I could barely make out her macabre smile on her strange face. I quickly closed the curtain and went back to my bed trembling. I slept and never heard of that woman again. Years passed, and I moved to my grandmother's house. I had to take care of her after my grandfather's death. She had the habit of leaving her wheelchair in the middle of the backyard. It was a ritual she never forgot. One night, also on a second floor, I woke up late at night to go to the bathroom. I must say this house was very chilly. Both in summer and winter, there was something very strange about that place. As I descended the stairs, I couldn't help but think that I should look out the window. Something inside me urged me to pull back the curtain, and there I saw her again. That woman with dark hair sitting in my grandmother's wheelchair. I couldn't see her face because she was facing away from the house, but one detail caught my attention deeply. She was rocking back and forth, swaying in that wheelchair in an impossible motion. I know what I saw, and I hope never to encounter that woman anywhere.